So you need to move on to the next chapter. Amen. Adults who are here. So the choice between graves and glory is really the choice between clinging to what is dead or following the living one. Because all the things that we decide to follow, all the people that we decide to listen to and cling ourselves to them, when they die for good. But clinging ourselves to Jesus, He died and He resurrected. He is a living God. Yes, He is a living God. And that choice isn't just for the man in the Bible who is in Luke 9 verses 58 to 60. It's for all of us today. So, we're talking about a letter from Luke. He was a doctor, a close companion of Paul. He was writing this letter to Gentile believers and seekers, explaining Jesus' ministry and call. And in that setting of Luke 9, verses 58 to 60, Jesus is the one talking. He is walking towards Jerusalem. Yes, it's Luke who wrote the letter. He's the narrator. But there he quoted Jesus. Jesus knows he's heading towards the cross. Jesus knows and is beginning to warn his followers that his journey is costly. So in Luke 9, verses 9 to 51, we've already said we saw a big turning point of Jesus. He knew ascension was coming. When I read this, I thought he wasn't thinking about crucifixion. He wasn't thinking about him being beaten around. He was thinking of the end game, which was ascension. Because all he wanted was to ascend. And when he ascends, he would know that he has preached for everybody on earth. Because just seeing him being crucified and just seeing him being resurrected didn't mean anything. But from when he ascended now, there was a big word. This was the man. Even those who didn't believe. They were waiting to see the ascension. That man is just rising up. What's making him rise up? So Jesus was heading to Jerusalem just for ascension. He wanted ascension at that time. So we also hear Luke narrating, when the days are approaching for his ascension, Luke is saying Jesus was determined to go. He was determined to go to Jerusalem. So from that moment, Jesus is no longer just traveling around and just teaching people and healing. He's deliberately walking towards the place where he knows he's going to be arrested, he's going to be tried, he's going to be crucified, he will die for 3 days, be buried for 3 days, but he's going to resurrect and he's going to ascend. So Jesus knew all that. So yes, this is just nearing the end of his earthly ministry. This is what I thought. So in Luke 9, it's not just the last week before crucifixion, but the countdown has begun. Yes. So why does this matter in Luke 9 verses 58 to 60? Because Jesus he knew his time was short. He started making it clear to people that following him is very serious. Because if you listen to how he responded to all men who were saying, we want to follow you, and then in the end they say, I'll go and tell my family, I'll go and bury my dad, they will come up with reasons. So Jesus was also now giving them those responses, making it clear to them that, you know what, following me, when you say yes, this is very serious. He doesn't want casual followers when we are listening to his responses. He wants people who are ready to pay the price. So let's look at the cost of following Jesus.